We'll start in a minute or two. I seen one person click through, but then they disappeared. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okie dokie. First of all, with this chapter, we got a lot of weird spoilers, and some of them I don't think are quite true. Maybe it was how they were worded, because they were talking about like Luffy beat Lucci in like one punch, and he came back, but it didn't seem like he really ever like beat him. Like, yeah, he didn't really. It wasn't really like a fight like before per se. But I don't know. It wasn't a total ass whooping in my opinion either. And Lucci's fucked up like two people already. You know, by the end, he basically. I'm assuming Sentamaru is not dead, but like. Because I've seen a lot of people take a lot worse. And what happened? Why is Sentamaru such a bitch now? He was like defeating Luffy pretty easy back when they were in Shibundi the first time. So that shit was kind of wild to me, but you know, it is what it is. All right, the chapter. Let me bet myself a little bit bigger. I'm so fucked up. Okay, I remember this guy, like, he's somebody, right? Was he on Big Mom's Island, or did we see him, like, when they did that, like, people in the underworld thing? A philanthropic endeavor of Lone Shark King Lufeld. Mads, the Laboratory of Peace. Seems kind of wild. I don't know if he's going to be about peace. So, has he showed up here? Like, is he going to get, like, King and, I mean, Judge, not King. I would be giving people, like, these noun names, and I forget them. And Caesar to get together. It kind of starts where it left off last chapter, which is good. We do learn that apparently if you're a Yonko, then you're not like you have to get special permission to like engage before you fight. So Kaku's all like, we can't fight him. He's a Yonko. So, but you know that ain't gonna stop Rob Lucci. Rob Lucci's like, whatevs. Luffy sees Atlas, and of course, Luffy's gonna be pissed because Atlas gave us food. So Luffy ain't gonna be all about that. Luffy's gonna be kind of pissed. Oh, is this thing reading my hat? Like that's weird. Maybe it's because it's yellow. It's like, or is this hat? I don't know. But yeah. What does he think too? Lucci's like, keep out of this. It's government business. Like that ever stopped fucking Luffy before? Like, has Rob Lucci got dumber? Then we go to this. This is also another weird spoiler. Was like it was saying that Kizaru was asking permission but was denied. But here it's saying he's already on his way as planned. So Kizaru was always going to go there. That's another thing, right? So if Kizaru shows up, is he not going to fight because Luffy's there? I don't expect that with him. Like I don't see him stopping. So is Kizaru going to show up in time? What's going to happen? So that's the next thing. This is kind of hype for me, right? Because we haven't really seen Luffy or any of them. Well, I guess like Zoro kind of fought with the Fujitora a little bit when they were on Dressrosa, but we haven't seen him fight with any of the original like Logia admirals like before. Because before they were super outmatched for many reasons. They didn't know about Haki. They couldn't do anything. So I'm really curious to see what happens. I would like to see a clash between them and the admirals. Also, we kind of need to know that like Zoro and Jinbei and Sanji and stuff might actually be able to do something. I'm not saying like defeat Kizaru, but they got to be able to hold their own here because like we already know like most Yonko commanders could like at least hold their own um, with an admiral. Well, specifically Shanks's crew and Whitebeard's crew. We've seen that they could kind of hold their own with an admiral. So if none of them can, like, what are we gonna do, right? Like, so that's gonna be so I'm really curious about that. But of course, Lucci and fucking Luffy aren't gonna not fight. And then we get to see Lucci in his awakened form. Is this kind of like his black flame? Is that kind of like Luffy's white cloud kind of deal? Is that what's going on with this? Is this kind of like, I don't know. I guess other than that, Lucci looks about the same as he did before. This is kind of funny though, right here. Frankie sees the real Vegapunk and he's got like the hard eyes. Then we get this. This is also a thing. This is not something I'm happy with because I've been wanting like a devil fruit explanation like forever, and especially since Vegapunk got pulled up that he knew about devil fruits and stuff. So I wonder if I turn this around if it'll quit doing that. Maybe, maybe not. Whatever. So we kind of get this like so he knows about some. Maybe we'll get more information on Sun God Nika or something from Vegapunk because he seems to know about it. Is this like a blank history, void century kind of deal? Uh, and we kind of like the way he's explaining it is kind of like, hey, people wanted this shit, so they got it, and that's not natural, and that's why it's like the sea is opposed to it. I don't know about this Oda. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess it's weird because there's like magic, and then there's like science, and like it seems like Vegapunk is like I don't know. So I really would rather have a better explanation of devil fruits. Maybe it is Vegapunk doesn't know, and we'll get a better one. But this will be my biggest critique with this is like this is kind of lame. It's kind of like a lame explanation. Now, could it be more to it? I don't know. I'm trying to give Oda some credit here, but like I don't like this. I don't like it at all. I don't understand why this would be like the explanation for devil fruits. I think it's pretty weak. Because if that's the case, then wouldn't it mean everybody could, or is he saying back then they had more power or something for this? So I really don't know You do get kind of Luffy's in like his Gear 5, and like Lucci's not doing shit to him. But we do get that the gum gum fruit, like, so all these other devil fruits existed, but nobody would have ever thought about being rubber, so that wouldn't have been a fruit, so that don't make no sense either. I think it would have been more sense if um it was just this is the picture of the gum gum fruit, and that's not that one. Wouldn't it be more sense if this one wasn't in there instead of the gum gum fruit? Because like there's every other fucking kind of thing there is. So I would think that would have been a real devil fruit, right? Yeah, their manifestations, yada yada. You get this. This is kind of a callback. It's like old school, like when they fought back in the day. You know, like they had the fists to the each other, and then you get this kind of like, is this them using hockey? I would imagine Rob Lucci knows it. I mean, this is just kind of like a lame. Plus, his fist is black hair, so I guess that means that's hockey too. But like, born out of the limitless permutation of imagination. I don't know. It seems kind of crazy. I don't like this explanation of Devil Fruits Oda. Like I don't like if you would have came out with this like 20 years ago, maybe. But like now, the way it is, it seems weird. But he does say that's my theory, at least. You know, whether you believe there's a God out there or not, one thing's for sure: we live in a wondrous world. So yeah, that's true too. Maybe Oda's like trying to play both sides here. I don't know. And then we get to see Senamaru again. Didn't he say he was a vice admiral before? So like, is he not a vice admiral now? I don't know. They just said he's the head of the science unit. It says he's a captain. I thought he said he joined the. I thought there was a thing where he literally joined the Marines or something. Wasn't that what he was saying? Like at the at Marineford or something. It's kind of cool. I like the sassy pose by the Robin. Why does that not look that good on my screen? Well, we kind of got skipped ahead. But like the sassy little pose of girl, that still looks like shit. I don't know. Whatever. And then, but Senamaru, we also find out some shit too. Like, I guess Vegapunk rescued Senamaru at one point. Like, he was a starving kid or something. So, that he has loyalty to Vegapunk. And then here, because he's like, I shouldn't fight. I guess I shouldn't fight them because they're on our side. But then he pulls that shit out. So, I guess it's going to mean Senamaru's like, fuck that. I guess I have to, you know. So, he's like Luffy. He fed him, so he's going to be there. Um, we do kind of learn one little thing about like how the seraphim are controlled. You can't like you have to use some sort of device, or you're like, and then so Senamaru can overrule CP0 and order Kuma or S Bears he's called to attack them, and then so like does he got where's this like is this an effect of the explosion because it looks there's the pawpaw fruit that it has, but does he have the lasers in his hand also, like the old pacifistas, or out of the mouth or something? I don't know. I'm kind of confused by that. I think Oda messed up. But we do learn the hierarchy: the five elders, then Vegapunk, then Senamaru, and then anybody with an authority chip. So Senamaru outranks them. Dr. Vegapunk outranks Senamaru, but then the Gurusai outranked Dr. Vegapunk. Which still seems kind of sus to me because I would think Vegapunk would maybe put something in there because then this might be a way for them to still fight for the world government. So who knows? And Kaku's like, I don't know if we should fight him and destroy him. I don't know, like so. I guess this is the part where Luffy hits him mole pistol, where he like puts his. I guess because he's like making the ground rubber. Kind of looks similar to what he did with when Katakuri was fighting him or whatever. You know, where he made the ground kind of move like mochi. So I guess that's where they're kind of saying that Lucci got knocked out. I guess he is defeated there. It is kind of cool that Jim. I wonder if all the other the ex Shibakai are gonna get to see their clone Seraphims or not. Because Jinbei's like, what the fuck? They cloned me too. So like, we haven't seen like this is what I'm wondering. I don't know how Oda's gonna do it. Are we gonna have like all the Shibakai have been turned into Seraphim, like only the old ones, or is there gonna be like the new ones too? Like there was Law and Buggy. That would be interesting. I would like to see that too because I'd like to see Crocodile. Because who haven't we seen out of the original? We haven't seen Crocodile or Gecko Moria. Um, let's see. Yeah, who was it? Yeah, because Boa Hancock, Mihawk, Jinbei, Crocodile. We haven't seen Doflamingo, Crocodile, or Gecko Moria. Those are all the original ones. When we first started One Piece, there were Shibakai. Um, Now we haven't seen, and then we know there's some of the ones that left, but because this had been before Jinbei left, but Jinbei was before, so Jinbei would have been before they got like what was it, Weevil and Law and Buggy, right? So those are three we might not see, but will we see Blackbeard? Could it just be the older ones because maybe they never got the DNA or were able to do it for the newer ones? So I'm kind of curious to see how that goes. So I'd like to see some of the other ones, so that'd be kind of interesting. Especially if they like showed up to fight like like I guess the Boa Hancock one kind of, but like what if the Mihawk one showed up to fight Mihawk or the Crocodile one had to fight the Crocodile one, you know? And then Luffy, like, can Luffy kind of like fly now? Is that what's going on, or is he just jumping around? Uh, and then Senamaru's still mad that he's calling him by his nickname, by his weapon. And he says, "Are you really gonna take Vegapunk away?" Yeah, yeah. So he's like, "I can't trust you," but like, and then we get kind of like to the end, like fucking Lucci just fucking Shagun, remember how it's said. And then like Oda does this, like makes it look like it's way worse than it is. So we don't know, but I doubt this has killed Sentamaru. But I mean, he could be fucked up. But then it's also kind of saying now that Seraphim will obey them. So that might be the whole point of this. So Oda just showed him up just so he could get fucking wrecked. That's kind of lame, right? I guess he had to make CP0 some sort of threat. So having him, like Rob Lucci, take out Sentamaru at least is kind of something. But yeah, and then there's gonna be a bunch of weird like we're on break next week, which kind of sucks. But and then we're coming up on this kind of season at the end of the year in Japan. You're gonna get a lot of the shonen breaks, so that's more. So we won't get much. We won't get a chapter next week, which kind of sucks because I want to see what happens with Kizaru. And then I think it's just I think somebody posted something on Twitter or some shit. I thought I seen it. Nah, I can't find it. I don't feel like it. Whatever. And so yeah, I think it's gonna be maybe we'll get 2 chapters break. I can't remember exactly how it worked. I think there's one that's supposed to come out on Christmas. But like then it's like the next week's the New Year's, and I know New Year's is important to in Japan, and I think they stop. They don't give a fuck about Christmas, but they care about New Year's. So which makes sense. I don't give a shit. They can do whatever the hell they want. Um, so yeah, but yeah, I mean that's about it. Encoding overload. Oh, it's probably because of this damn green screen thing that I'm doing. Or use a fast encoding overload. Consider turning down your video settings or using a faster encoding preset. I guess I'll have to look at that maybe. But this might also be my last video ever, so who knows? Shit's fucked. It's my fault. And yeah, I don't know what's going to happen down the road. So if this is the last video ever, you know, enjoy. I guess that's about it for the chapter. It was kind of cool, had its cool moments. I really do not like the explanation of the devil fruit in this chapter. I hope there's going to be more to it than this. It doesn't make any sense. Especially at this point. Like, maybe if it had happened earlier in the... I look like shit on the camera. I do. I feel like shit. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's it. Let me know what you think about the chat. This is one of the worst fucking videos I've ever fucking done in my life. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Fuck. I don't know. I did it, and I don't really have like. I didn't feel like doing shit. I don't feel like anything right now. I'm at the end of my rope. Maybe literally soon. Who knows? God, I look terrible too. Look at that shit. Alright, well that's it. I'm not gonna have a pity party on fucking YouTube, man. Alright. Thanks for watching if you watch. Let me know what you thought about the chapter. I look forward to like next chapter, so hopefully I'll be around for that, but who knows. Um Yeah, I don't know what to do anymore.